Welcome back to Sports Kathi. I'm Vaishak here, and with me is Rohit.
Hi everyone.
So, as requested by the viewers today, we'll be reviewing the Manchester City Liverpool match. So, this is the fourth episode of Fans View. I could not watch the match, because the telecast is not available in US in the television, and I don't have it. But as usual, only one of us watch any of the matches anyway. So, Rohit has watched the match, thankfully. So, let's not waste the time, Rohit. What happened in the match?
So coming to today's match, Manchester City lined up as 4-2-3-1 as shown here, with two defensive midfielders in Gundogan and Rodrigo. Gabriel Jesus, was back. That's a big thing and the big change in the City lineup. He has been on an injury layoff and has just got back into the team. Ferran Torres started on the right wing, thanks to his impressive performances in Champions League this year. Coming to Liverpool, they also went with a similar formation. Diogo Jota, who has been impressive so far this season, so that he has been playing so well that Liverpool finds it impossible to drop him from the team. So he started off, and they also came with a 4-2-3-1, but with big four attacking players in Salah, Firmino, Mane, and Jota himself. So they lined up as shown here. And then now coming to the match itself, the walkthrough, I'll try to make it really short. So I'll be touching only on the big highlights. The first 10 minutes were more of a fight between two equal teams, with both teams not really gaining the upper hand. In the 11th minute, Kyle Walker tackled Mane inside the penalty box and conceded a penalty. Now, it was a very soft penalty, I would say. It was a foul, but a soft penalty. And the more interesting point is that it was a foul, but a similar foul was done in the build-up to the play in which the penalty was given. Similar foul was done on Sterling on the other end of the pitch, not inside the box, but just outside the box. And that was not given a foul because Sterling did not fall. Now, in this case, Mane made a foul. Now, I don't know how referees make a decision, but anyways, this was a foul and this was a penalty. So let's go with that. So a penalty was awarded, and as duly, Salah took the penalty and he converted it, and Liverpool takes the lead 1-0. Now, after the goal, the game started to open up a bit. City started going into the attack, searching for that equalizer. And then as they moved into the attack, the gaps in the field started opening up. That means Liverpool also started creating their own chances. To say Sterling and Mane had like half chances on either end, but really didn't end up in anything that's worth talking about. The next big moment happened in the 25th minute. The 25th minute, a beautiful pass from De Bruyne found Jesus inside the penalty box. Now, Jesus took a very neat touch to get away from Alexander Arnold and poked it past Alisson to equalize and make the score 1-1. I have to say that movement from Jesus was wonderful, a real striker's instinct, and the goal was also well placed. Anyways, so that made the match really interesting, going 1-1. And after the goal, you could see that City was in the ascendancy. Kevin De Bruyne immediately had another chance, but his shot was slightly off target. Jota had a small chance on target as Robertson's cross was only cleared to the player, Jota. But his chances, I would say, not that great. It was a team shot, and it went directly to Ederson, and it was a comfortable save for Ederson. So this was one chance that actually happened for Liverpool, and then a very, I would say, an important affair that happened in the 39th minute. Kevin De Bruyne had a cross, and he crossed the ball into the penalty box. It hit Gomez's arm, and initially the penalty was not given, but after consulting with VAR, the penalty was awarded to Manchester City. Again, a slightly controversial one, but well within the rules. As they say that if the arm is outside the body and if it hits on the arm, and this time it was at least a good 4-5 meters away from the player when the shot was played. So as per rules, it's a penalty, and a penalty was given. And now here is something that's really surprising happened. Kevin De Bruyne went on to take the penalty and missed the target. He shot off the target. Now, this is not something we are actually used to from the Belgian. So this is something which is really surprising. And I think that is where City really squandered the big opportunity for the match to take the lead in the match. So with the miss of the penalty, the scoreline stayed 1-1. And as the match progressed, in the 44th minute was the next big event where Alexander Arnold had a very good shot, which was saved by Edison. Now, the importance was that the shot was not just saved. Now, it was such a powerful shot that, Edison, I would say in a nice manner, he just fumbled it or he parried it, and the ball fell in front of him. But he ensured that he grabbed the ball in the second chance, because Jota was standing right there, and and if a meter more or a foot more, Jota could have had a shot on target and would have been a goal. So it was a very good second save or second attempt save from Edison. So credits to him. Anyways, in short, I would say that was the first half. It was a terrific first half. Both teams were having good chances. They were trying to assert themselves into the match. They played a very intense match, I would say, in the first half. All in all. Anyways, let's go to second half. In the second half, the match started pretty much again with high intensity. In the 47th minute, Matip fouled Kevin De Bruyne and received an yellow card for the foul. Then the match started slightly slowing down. You could feel it where Liverpool were happy to slightly sit back a bit. Uh, in the 55th minute, there was a very very important chance, and I think given a striker of Jesus quality, he should have converted. What happened was Cancelo from the left wing, put in a nice, beautiful cross, a well-flighted cross right on the head of Jesus. And credits to Jesus, he made, I would say, a very sneaky run into the penalty box to actually be in the right end of the cross. But having reached there, he should have converted that. It was an open header, free header for him to shoot on target. It would have been a goal, but his shot was off target and he missed a brilliant chance. So that was a very good chance, which I thought could have been a big moment in the match. And unfortunately for the Brazilian, it was off target. And unfortunately for City, they could not take the lead. And to be fair, after that shot, after that chance, the game really slowed down. You could actually see the momentum of the game going down, and uh, the match kind of was concentrated in the center of the field. Uh, to say what is noticeable moments in that, I have to really pick and choose and say. So what I would say, a couple of moments from that, Alexander Arnold, went down injured in the 62nd minute, which is pivotal because Alexander Arnold is one of the key players in Liverpool, and a sure starter for Liverpool match in match out. And he went down with a calf injury and had to be substituted by James Milner. Now that was an important moment, not just for this match, but also can be critical going forward for Liverpool, depending on how severe that injury is. We don't know how severe the injury is as of today. We'll have to wait and see. Let's hope from a Premier League and from a Liverpool point of view, the injury is not very critical. Anyways, what happened was he went off. Milner came in, as I told you, and after that, City started, showing their dominance in the match. They were having more possession in the rest of the match, but really they couldn't find a decisive pass in the final third to create something that you can call as meaningful. Uh, and eventually, the match ended in a 1-1 draw. But I have to give some credit to Liverpool also, because Liverpool were good in their defense. Their defense line without Van Dijk is not the best defensive line on paper. And now with Alexander Arnold being substituted by Milner, it was a defensive line now that is patched up, and they did a really good job to keep City off in the last 10-15 minutes. So a 1-1 draw, we need to give City credit, Liverpool credit here. And I felt both teams to an extent did not go full throttle towards the end, because they wanted to ensure that they could get a draw at least, rather than going for glory and then ending up with 0 points. So they did not go full throttle, and that was seen in the last 10-15 minutes where there were no clear cut chances. Anyways, the match being ended 1-1, I think Liverpool should be the happier side, because first of all, it was an away match, and second part is that with this draw, they have moved to the third position on the table. Yes, they could have gone on top if they have won the match, but I think they should be happy given that they are in third position, whereas City is good 5 points behind in the 10th position. So I think Liverpool should be the happier team. Just to know that City has one game still in hand. And talking about the match, I just want to give a very simple start. Is that this match is, I told you, was did not have big clear cut chances, and that is actually shown in the XG of the match. And I was just pulling up the XG. City has an XG of 1.58. That's expected goals of 1.58, whereas Liverpool of 1.19. And we are talking about this with two penalty chances, one on either side. So you can see this was not a really big attacking game in the end. Even though the first half was actually intense and attractive to watch. So that's pretty much it from my side. What I call as the match between the champions and the challengers. And in the end, it was a 1-1 draw, and I think a well-deserving draw.
Oh, that's well explained. I think it's so. When you look at the XG, if you forget the penalties, then it's just 0.82 for City and 0.43 for Liverpool. So clearly, Liverpool should be, as you said, Liverpool should be the happy side because they couldn't create much. I hope Trent Alexander-Arnold, his injury is not pretty serious, and for Liverpool fans that he can be back. And it's also very nice to see that how Cancelo, after a very disappointing season, right now, even though it is not in his favorable right back position, he's getting at least some starts in the left back position. And also interesting to see that he had some good actions, creating a chance for Jesus in the second
I do
half.
have to say, I think Cancelo has nailed his left back position. To be fair, I think even if Mendy comes back, I think Cancelo should be the first choice now. So Cancelo, yes, right back is his preferred choice, but I think on left back he has nailed for City.
That's interesting. That's very interesting to hear. Um, and so let's this being a short review, let's stop over here. We could have missed a lot of facts maybe in this match. If you are a Liverpool fan or a Manchester City fan, you might have a better eyes than us, and there might be something you wanted to add. Please do write that in the comment box. Please do let us know what is the next match that you want us to review. If you like our content, do like our video, do share it with your friends. Do subscribe to our channel if you have not yet. Come on. Please, if you are still here, you surely have to subscribe to our channel. And so thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe.
Goodbye.